All right, so Frank, so far in 2025, the industrial sector is the second best performing sector out of the entire 11 group. It is up 16% so far, and it's second only to communications services in terms of performance. Now, the sector last hit a high about a month ago. It's about 1% away from hitting a new all-time high as well. 56 stocks in that sector are higher. 22 of them are lower so far in 2025. So what is actually leading the charge? It's GE Vernova, the company formed to handle GE's energy assets. It's up about 90% so far this year. Even though it has had a run, it is still 8% below its most recent high. GE Aerospace is also having a big year. It's up about 63%, about 3% from its new high that it hit about 2 weeks ago. Howmet Aerospace, based in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, is up 60% so far this year. It is also about 8% away from its recent highs. Meanwhile, on the downside, FedEx is close to the bottom of the pile. IDEX Corp is involved in a company that makes stuff that touches your life all the time, but you probably don't know it. They make fire and auto safety equipment, health tech, and metering technology as well. At the very bottom of the heap, another shipper. It's the company that used to say that it ran the tightest ship in the shipping business. Of course, it's UPS. UPS is currently the worst performer in the S&P 500 industrials so far this year. So transportation, Frank, I know it's in your bailiwick, certainly at the bottom of the pile, but the industrials trade, one that we've been watching quite, at least prolifically in terms of performance for the upside.
The industrials trade seems very closely tied to the AI trade in many cases. We talk a lot about the valuations of a lot of these AI mega cap tech names. When we're talking about valuations for industrials, how does that compare to the broader market? So
for the broader market, they're still on a value basis compared to certain parts of the other market as well. But what we are curious more about is whether or not that industrials momentum, valuations or otherwise, can have a real effect on that broadening out trade, because we do know that many investors and traders out there are currently trying to see whether or not there's that kind of at least bigger approach towards performance in the S&P 500 outside of just those technology and AI names. The industrials trade so far has been giving some of that optimism a little bit more fuel, given the fact that we are seeing one of these smaller sectors on a relative basis do pretty well.